This is a statement that has been echoed to me throughout time and moral. Ever since I was younger, I've always been curious about why people have this mindset of, let's make abortion illegal. We can't have these children falling apart and crumbling beneath the feet of mothers who decided to not use a condom or contraception. What about the fathers? The fathers? Well, who cares about that? The more important thing is that woman, she didn't close her legs. When in reality, a lot of men would just take it. That just happens. That's the reality of the world. Guess what? That happens. That's real. That's a real situation. Happened to me. Guy ended up attacking me one time. That sucked. That was a horrible situation. Gay man, I met him on Grindr. Still ended up attacked me. Did I fight back? I froze. There's fight, freeze. I froze. The third one. You didn't keep the third F. You didn't really factor that in. However, I enjoy this because it always goes on the basis argument of, all right, so if we make abortion illegal, then there'll be more children. The population will be strong, and we'll have a strong nation state of people that are wrong again. Wrong again. You are a child in sheep's clothing. If you make abortion illegal, that just makes abortions less safe. That's all it does. Women will still accidentally get pregnant. You might see a lot more 14-year-olds out here with big old bellies, big old pot bellies. You might see a lot more 12-year-olds pregnant with their father's child. Yes, because that happens. We're going to talk about the real reality of the situation because guess what? It happens, and it's disgusting, and it's gross, and it's nasty, but you don't want to talk about that. You go on the basis of, well, hear me out. Let's take God out of it. As a matter of fact, let's put God back in it because you believe that life begins at conception. Yes, the instant the egg, sperm, embryo mix and turn into the womb area, that is when life begins. Perfect. So everybody on earth is trans. I'm okay with that. Fine by me. Well, what do you mean? Well, we're using science here now. All human embryos, all mammals actually, every single mammal starts off with XX. That's how they start. All of them phonetically have female genitalia. They all start that way. That's just science. That's regular science. You can Google it. I put it on the screen so you don't have to Google it. We made it so much easier for you. So easy, right? That's just basic science. We can do that easy. That's fun for all of us. We can all have a fun bout of basic science. Very easy, very simple, very not complex. So that's good. That's good, right? At around 18 to 22 weeks, that's when we know the definitive sex of the baby. 18 to 22 weeks. That's the definitive sex of the baby. That's what we know. And that's why they say, oh, is it a boy or a girl at 18 to 22 weeks? Because you don't know at the beginning. No one does. That's the reality of it. That's why you have to figure out what the baby's gender is. As far as big things with gender reveal parties. Whole thing, gender reveal party. The whole reason behind a gender reveal party, because it takes a minute. And life doesn't begin at conception. Well, we know it. Well, it may not be a man or a woman, but it's still alive. So you agree that non-binary babies exist? Is that what we're doing? What? So as soon as you're born, you're non-binary, you're still transitioned. What's up? We can do this all day. We can do this all day. We can do this for 10 years a week. I know what I said. I don't care about the logic behind that. I'm here for you. You said what you said. You said life begins at conception, right? Perfect. I agree with you. Let's do that. Let's meet in the middle. Let's agree with each other, right? That means we're all trans. Cool, right? Oh, you don't want to be trans? You know you're a man at birth? No one is a male at birth. No one. Not a one. Not scientifically possible. Well, God decided, don't use God. Why are you lying back on stuff you can't prove? Using faith-based arguments for nothing. I hate that. I hate when people use faith-based arguments when there's definitive science for how the world works. Because you're not arguing. All you're doing is arguing morality in a place where you can't even be a part of it. Because majority of people that are against abortion aren't women. There are some women, maybe 30%, 20% women that deeply believe that they should never get rid of a child. Having a child is the most important thing you can do. Their maternal instinct kicks in. They see a child getting hurt or damaged and they go mama bear mode. Oh yeah, I'm not hurting this baby. This is going to be powerful. They get in that mindset, and that's real. That's understandable, and I grasp that. However, there comes to a head where it's nothing but men wanting to just have control over a woman's body. Men that won't even watch the child, they just want the woman to raise the child because women are made to make babies, obviously. That's their only purpose on this planet. And when they can't make babies, or they don't have big, delicious milkers, or they don't have a big, voluptuous rump or childbearing hips, they are nothing. Nothing. Right? Right? Is that the reality of what it is? That's what it is, right? Because conception is not, when you have coitus, it is only for conception. The only reason to ever have sex, ever, is simply, and I mean this simply, to make life, which is a psychotic argument. You can do things for pleasure. Some people do autoerotic asphyxiation. They don't want to end their own lives. They just want to do the next level. That's just regular. Some people eat oysters. Are they psychopaths? Yes, but they do it because it tastes good. That's the reality of how it operates. That's the realness of the world. Welcome to reality, where people have different tastes, different interests, and different ways and seeds and walks of life. That's how it works. That's how it has always worked. I feel like people only want to see how others are different, never how we are all the same. We are all one collective, just adhesive group together. We're all humans, and yet we argue over this worthless topic. And the argument I always hear, it never is something concrete that is based in scientific rhetoric. It is always on the basis of religious morality. There has never been an argument for against abortion where it is truly based in science. Well, it could hurt the mother. It could hurt the mother if it's done improperly. Yes, she'll feel sad because she lost the baby. If she wants to get rid of the baby, then let her. It's her body. She doesn't want the 9-month burden of a child. Well, she decided to have that baby. Some women don't decide. What if a small amount of women, even if it's a small amount of women, in cases such as assault or incest, they should still have the option even if that didn't happen. I don't know how this is such a hot button topic. I don't know how we keep going back and looping like a hamster stuck inside of the wheel, going back and forth, just chasing for that rabbit carrot stick, going forth and going, oh, I gotta get it. We keep doing this over and over again. How is this possible? How are we as a society keep doing this? This is weird. This is a weird, nonsensical argument. It feels strange. And I understand that some people like certain things. Some people just want to argue for the sake of argument, because I believe that most of the internet is very debate-brained. Even if you say something that you think is infallible, truly objective, such as the sun is a star, somebody will come out of the crevices, the sewers where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live, where Splinter raised them, pizza on their mouth, musty. They'll come up and say, well, actually, the sun is a sun. That is crazy. The sun is a sun, but it is also a star. Well, that's not technically true. No, it is actually not even technically true. It is objectively true. You can state objective facts, and there'll be somebody coming out of thin air to disagree, because that's what we've become as a society. We have become a people that love the aspect of arguing for the sake of it. There's no reason behind it, simply to make somebody mad, trolling, pissing somebody off, rage baiting, just for the sake of it. That's why I put the title in quotations. I put the title of this video in quotations because I know someone's going to click in this video and think that I share this belief that we should make abortion illegal. That's the whole thing. I know someone's going to click on it. I know someone typed a comment based solely on the title because they don't read or give a video a chance. That's what they did. That's why I opened up the video immediately addressing the quote. That's what I do all the time. That's important to me. It's so sad to see that, though. So sad to see people that don't believe in themselves. Strange. Don't believe in their ability to think outside the box. And maybe you grew up Christian and God said all life is precious. But I want to be so real right now. We are currently facing an issue with birth rates, right? Low birth rates. Everybody keeps talking about low birth rates. Oh my God, low birth rates. I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't care, because people are still having hundreds of thousands of babies. We are going to face an overpopulation crisis at about 11 billion people. We're at about 8 billion right now. We're going to face an overpopulation crisis at 11 billion. I say, let the birth rates decline. I say let them. People are probably exploring and enjoying their life and realizing, because they have the advent of the internet, they have the ability to explore and change how they view the life of they had. They don't have to be in these small little boxes. They don't have to stay in their small town. They can travel the world. They have the ability to witness and explore and discover different options. Women can actually become leaders and CEOs. Men can be emotional and actually go on girls' trips and actually have a fun time and not be misogynistic. There's so much self-discovery that happens on this planet, and you can get bogged down by a child. Some people don't want that. And that's okay. Explore yourself. Be more than what you are. Stop allowing yourself to be beaten by yourself. It's crazy. It's weird. It's odd. Strange. Weird.